we'll be back in just a second. Let me go get my coffee and we're almost ready. Wish you luck, babe. All right. Why am I not in this screen? There we go. All right. What's up, everybody? It is 9 o'clock. Start our Memorial Day hangout this morning. Talk about songwriting. Do an Ask Me Anything. Enjoy some morning coffee. So we got YouTube here. I think we got Twitch here. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch you guys. Nailed it. Put you in here. There we go. I'll put Twitch over here. Do that for the sound. All right, so let's get a little test going. And today I'm going to be using my Schecter. And we're going to be going through here. So let's pick a channel. Actually, let's duplicate a channel real quick. And I'll walk you through the ideas we had. So if you've been following along, I ran in here and started live streaming one night. Or one morning and talking about this riff here was an idea I had at my mom's and I'd forgot about it, and then I remembered that and ran in here and decided to throw down. Just a little bit. And I have a tendency to put everything in Mixolydian kind of like right off the bat. And so, just naturally I heard this. And that slowly kind of morphed into this. And then, we came up with that turnaround. I kind of like felt my way through it. You guys remember that? And so we went into, we added that little turnaround. And then I actually did a whole video about harmonics. You can go back and see that. And so, go back to the early streams of this or any of the other videos, and you can see how I kind of actually found my way through that. And then it just felt natural to do this. see in those early videos, I kind of fumbled my way through that a little bit. And then at one point you can see me improvise through this, and I kind of stumbled into this turnaround to get back into it. And that and I just kind of came into all of this by accident and started putting it together. And then, so I repeated that section, and I knew I wanted to do something with a Lydian solo here. So I wanted to, so getting into the solo and taking it, eventually you can take it into halftime. I did this thing. And then I remember I was out walking around, and I just thought to myself, oh, I can just take that up and do that up on C. And it can give me that turnaround. So I had a little bit of luck with that, and then I started slowly putting drums to this, and I went in, and yesterday you can see on my highlight streams there's some me doing some of the solo things in there, and went in yesterday, put a bass line in. So right now I'm just actually going to play this thing and show you guys what I got so far, and where the form is and what I'm planning to do with it. So let's just kind of go through the whole thing. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Oh, dude, thank you so much, because I'm streaming on a couple of different things. Wonderful. Really appreciate that. Let's go back. Awesome. Okay. Now, welcome to my stream. Oh, dude. Yeah, I am, man. I love playing guitar more than anything. Makes me happy. So anyways, today we're talking about our songwriting stream, our previous ones, and how we came up with these ideas and putting together, and then what we're going to end up doing with this song. So if you go back and check out, I have some highlights. They don't let me put up clips yet, but we do have some highlights into my previous streams, smart songwriting streams. Just to kind of recap what's going on, you can see I had an idea, and it was, I think I got this idea from listening to Iron Maiden. And I knew right away, I was just out there walking, and I knew this would work. And so, because I kind of discovered this riff, I think at my mom's house is where I actually kind of came up with this, probably driving there, listening to Iron Maiden. And I remember kind of in the backyard. So I run in here, and I actually fired up one of these live streams. I said, I got this idea. It goes like this. And I'm just such a Mixolydian mode is so ingrained in my brain. The kind of rock mode. It gives us that scale. So I immediately ran in here and just kind of started working with this idea. And that's when I came up, basically landed on this. Not a really, well, it's not like a masterpiece kind of idea, but it works. It's like a summer. It's got a good feeling to it. Yeah, it really is fun. It's my wonderful wife commenting there. You're so cool, babe. Anyways. I wanted to come up with a different riff for that. And the thing that just kind of instantly, you can watch me fumble through this, and this is how I seriously came up with this stuff, but I ended up landing on something. And then I didn't really have a good turnaround getting back into the main riff, as it were, and so I accidentally kind of fumbled my way and improvised this thing like this. The song's got a lot of good energy to it. I'm wondering what's going on. And if you're on Twitch, you can follow me on YouTube. I'm under there as under Taylor Morgeson. You can find Pretty Morgeson on there pretty easily. Our Morgeson Life YouTube's up there as well. And if you're on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. We got a lot more, there's a lot more stuff up there than there is on YouTube about what we do around here in our lives and how it involves music. So anyways, getting back into it. We had those ideas, we put them together. I knew that I wanted to do something with Lydian for kind of a solo idea, and I sort of developed that idea. And you can hear it as I'm about to play through this thing one more time. And I decided to go into halftime there. So it was really just an idea, just kind of walking around, just cruising around. Thinking about these things and doing them. So welcome to Amazing. Awesome. Let's just do all this one more time. talk over. So cool. Couple of different things happening here. Formally, I'm not going to touch it. That's it. Done. Leave it alone. There's no reason to touch it, and nothing's going to get any better. It's a very simple rock tune. Well, I'm not going to double track this. Definitely not going to do that because you can already hear how sloppy it is. Like, I think it just works better as kind of a one guitar tune. It definitely has a Van Halen, Satriani-esque to it feeling, and imagine that, the music I grew up listening to. Duh. So, I think that's cool. I can tell you right now that the solo's tight. It works. There's some harmonized licks that are already in there. And just the beginning of it's stellar. That's absolutely outstanding. So I'm very proud of that. And you can see if you go back to the highlights, yeah, I'm going to add that as a highlight today because you can watch it, how excited I get when I hit it because, most of the time I'm just improvising this stuff. Now, once I figure out I go back and figure out what I did, it's kind of fun to do those harmony parts on it. And it makes it exciting when you actually hit them. So, yeah, cool tune. Now I'm getting a little bit more here, and you can do all that again. So, when it comes to the solo, the other thing is I went and burned actually only one track. Sometimes it'll take like 50 cuts. Like, it takes a long time to get what seems to be right. You got to channel what's right. Never force anything. All right, cool. So I really just want to do all that again and just get a feel for playing this thing. And actually this time I think I'll go ahead and I'll do the rhythm part. So I'm going to go ahead and mute my guitar here. Visiting back home. Oh. And I'll fill in. That's basically the whole kind of idea in a nutshell here. And I can tell you right now, I'm really not going to touch any of it. I'll go back and I'll clean up some of the guitar parts and the bass parts, especially on that. It's not that part, it's the very next part. I might do that too. So we got that's probably what it'll be. So we'll go back and get that put in, and then keep working on that solo. But I'll have to play through it a bunch. Something like that. I want to get that a little more solidified. And I might start it not on the upbeat, so it's like. I think I want to still off the upbeat, but add in one more note. Like that. Start on that E. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. And that way I can follow it up with the F. Right, okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good one. Working out the harmony parts here for what is eventually going to be that solo. The other one that I'll do is I want to put that in there somewhere. And then I want to harmonize it with this. Anyways, that's a cool one, and I can again, I'm going to say this: the hardest part is always the vocal aspect with me. So, hey, if you're watching, throw in the chat where you're from, where you're coming from. I just want to wish you a happy Memorial Day. So, singing this in my range. Let's see if we can come up with something. Let me unmute and now I'm just going to try and play some vocal line stuff here. We're going to go ahead and record this. Cheers, Memorial Day. And I got some of that recorded. So I'm going to be relegated to singing basically, and I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to come up with something cool. So I think this afternoon's stream is going to be dedicated to see if we can get lucky one more time and land on some good lyrics and then maybe a quick vocal line. We only really need 8 lines plus like a simple chorus, and throw in the chat where you're from, where you're coming from, and what you think this song should be about. And I'll tell you right now, if I can't find something cool like that I like and the vocals don't sound right and I can't find someone to sing it for me who's got a better, well-tempered voice for this, then I'll just put it up as a backing track. Why not? And then maybe I do something with it later. But I think we got some really good ideas going there. I love the solo. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, awesome. Dude, thank you so much. Dudes. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And show you guys what I'm working on here just for a second. So again, happy Memorial Day. I'm blessed to totally blessed to have my computer kind of be back up and running. So what we did worked all the diagnostics and all that. Mostly what we do is we just kind of one of our oh, thanks man, appreciate that. Or my lady, whatever. But mostly what Ann and I do is kind of broadcast our lives, working on our garden, working live at home. But inevitably, a large chunk of our life is dedicated to music and music production and just doing music related things. So that's what we're witnessing here. And lately I've been documenting songwriting and just kind of walking through it. And so it was really cool. I've been able to catch this entire process for this song on here. And you know, I don't really write masterpiece. I write fun music though. It's listenable and it has a very good kind of. This one is specifically has a Satriani-esque kind of thing to it. So what we're gonna do is kind of mute some of these channels and just play some different solos over this, and see if we can come up with anything cool by accident. I didn't know they did one with Satch. Where they do one with Vibe. Those guys just live down the road from me. It's pretty cool. And they're pretty nice. One of my students goes and sees them, or one of my older students goes and sees them often. And yeah, they're really great. I'm really hoping that they do some like song, you know, kind of branch out with some lyrics and stuff. And start doing songs that way. But yeah, man, they're really great. All right, got an idea here. So let's try that again. Some of these ideas just keep around to it's happening. So awesome. Cool. We're gonna pop over and talk about another one that we've kind of got going on here, and I'm gonna take you guys over to, let's see. So if you know me, you know I talk about Dune a lot on this channel. Not like Quinn's ideas, but like oh, whoops, wrong one. But while this is going through its paces here. Do having a bit of an issue here, so let me sometimes my computer gets really slow and laggy, so just bear with me. We are quite a bit into this stream, so I'm not happy that it's decided to do this, of course. But let me go ahead and pop this guy on here. And you'll learn that my computer has issues. It's poor, it's old. Okay, yeah, we don't want you, buddy. Sorry. Let's try this one. Hopefully it's not gonna be. Oh, good. So if you guys remember from the original movie Dune, hey, what's up, everybody? If you're up there, you guys are watching, where you coming from in the chat? What kind of music do you like? And I just went through this new tune I'm working on, and I'm working kind of on a sci-fi song here for fun. So, all right, now if you're if you are a Dune fan, pop into the chat. Be like, are you excited for the Villeneuve? All right. So what I did with this, I wanted to write a song in the style of Mastodon, in the style of Meshuggah, and so I decided to use the 1984 Dune themes and also combine them with the new Hans Zimmer themes, and I came up with I landed on a couple of different interesting things. And so the first one is this idea of if you guys remember the very first that was the big theme from the very first the David Lynch 1984 Dune. Very cool. And then Hans Zimmer, he was really slick in the way what he did. He kind of combined some elements from Lawrence of Arabia with some very cool octatonic type of diminished scales. So if you don't know what octatonic diminished scales are, they almost kind of sound Middle Eastern to our ears, but that's an octatonic scale, and he's going to use that here, and he's got basically kind of two really big harmonic changes that are happening here. So he has, in his first one, he has and then he uses this brilliant it's like a minor seventh ninth really beautiful, really dissonant chord, right? And so, and then at one point in time, he goes. And I just kind of took this all at face value and just kind of put it together in a tune. And then I came up with my own section, which runs modally. So, of course, we're going to be back in the Lydian and the mixed Lydian modes here. See if we can stand up a little better now. Probably not. That's not the best we're probably going to get. Anyways, so we've got this. The idea here is. All right, and that's where I'm going to bring in the octatonic there, and then if you remember in the very first Dune of the 1984 Lynch movie, there's also some very angular chord changes, like everything's all tritone based. The solo, and I'm in the middle of still writing this solo, so what you're going to hear is not quite there, but I'll talk about some of the texture things in just a second. But I really do want y'all to hear this because it is cool. Let me do one more thing here. All right, let's do that from the beginning. I'm going to crank it up just a little bit. There we go. Here's the Dune. If you're in the chat, pop in the chat where you're coming from. I'm going to put in that, that's the famous kind of a sugar chug rhythm. Y'all know the sugar bleed rhythm. All right. So. Let's just go through this once. I haven't played through it. And then we'll go ahead and end the YouTube. obviously a really thick, heavy song, and I really feel like I nailed the kind of Dune, both combining both the themes and then adding in that sort of Bach from the from the C minor prelude, that sort of figure. And then twisting the modes and having the harmony underneath while it's doing this. So I'm twisting it between Lydian and Mixolydian at the same time. It's supposed to have like a kind of running feeling across the desert. So if you're familiar, if you're familiar with Dune at all, the books, then you know Leto II was a runner, right, in the Children of Dune, and that like he was known like for running. So anyways, that's kind of what that's about, and then just putting all those themes together. And then the solo is in 9. So it has like just an extra beat and tacked onto it. And then the next part is in 5. Just to make it proggy, and then so there's just a lot happening in this song, and there's a lot of layered guitar. So there's actually, let me see if I can count them up here between the bass. Yeah, basically there's like five layered guitars most of the time, just doing different things. This is very hard to orchestrate and like kind of mix, but I think we're there, and I feel like I caught the sci-fi feeling of it. And the melody is there as well. So yeah. Where you coming from, Shane? Thank you so much for being here, man, and thank you for commenting. I've been working on some lyrics for this, so I'll talk later this afternoon. I'll do another little YouTube live stream. And back it up here on Twitch, and just to see. Doing those for real. Doing what's Keep Tidy, which is the which are you talking about? And today I'm actually using the Oltex Jazz 3. Yep, extra large. After all these years, I'm still a Jazz 3 guy on the never-ending search. I'm going to do a video again about picks. I talk about picks a lot because I have thousands and thousands of picks. Oh, yep. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty good at it because I taught harmony at UNT, all those years, and yeah, and when it comes to oral skills and stuff like that, so like I'm pretty good at doing naturally. My biggest issue is mixing them and then making sure I'm getting the right articulation between the instruments so that they actually come through if I want them to come through. Sometimes you just kind of want it to be a blob of sound or whatever, but like, yeah, that's one of these things I'm going to talk more and more about harmonies, because I feel like there's a couple of things I do that are really like lost on other people, and that is the shredding for the most part, the speed picking, why it's so easy and like when to use advanced Bach harmony and when not to, kind of like what it calls for and all that stuff. And if you watch me, I'll do a lot of like I'll harmonize my solos a lot of the times, but like only in certain bits and places, like like a rapper, kind of like accenting things like that. What I don't like is when somebody harmonizes everything at a third, and it just sounds like you got like a pedal on there, like that's never fun to do. So, and oftentimes I'll take one of the parts and overbend something and make it slightly out of tune just to do that. Like it's not AI. So, anyways, if you're just joining us, happy Memorial Day. I just want to look good, be respectful, and it's good. It's a holy day, so look good, feel good, right? So I'm dressed up for you guys. Thank you so much for following. 46 followers. We are close to that 50 mark. That's our first milestone, 100 and 1,000, and I think we can do it. Yeah, definitely. I like little slick. I like slick lines that often fall into raised tones and change the mode, and you'll hear that and do that in music a lot. I love hearing that as a kid, and it tickles me that I can do it now. So cool. I'm gonna hang on Twitch. I'm gonna give my wife's phone back. That was an hour. And I'm warmed up enough to start warming up and actually start practicing. But before I do that, I'm actually going to go, I'm going to hang out on Twitch here for a second, go to my backyard and do the gardening thing. But I will be back talking about lyrics this afternoon and how I do my lyrics and write my lyrics, and sometimes I will sit on an idea for years and years and years before I find the right idea, before I find the right melody and the right lyrics and what the song's about. Let's go ahead and save all this. Awesome. Thank you, YouTube. Have a wonderful day. Always be excellent to each other and party on. All right, I'm going to take this and give the phone back.